Good day to Grenada, Caribbean, good morning, those of you listening across the Caribbean and the world. I am Stanford Simon, coming to you live out of Bologna. And not Bologna, no, I'm not Bologna, sorry. I'm in Elba, and where Stefano lives. And as many of you know, many of you had heard about Stefano. We did an interview with him before. Well, I'm with him here in Elba. And when he told me 20 years ago, people is just like Grenadians, I tell him, no, couldn't be. But I come here and realize that they are. Good day to you, Stefano. How are you?
Well, I'm here, like an old man. It's a long time that I don't come in Grenada.
Yes, how long you have been in Grenada?
It's 5 years already, because I was involved in this big project that I'm doing here. So, in the life you can always, sometimes you can choose what are your plans. Sometimes you are obligated to keep rules.
Well, that's true.
But I will be back soon.
You'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Back soon. Now, so just to establish, as I start the program, where are we exactly?
We are in a little valley called Le Caviere, which is in the southern part of this beautiful little island in the Mediterranean Sea, called Elba Island. Probably a lot of people know Elba Island. Elba Island is a place where Napoleon was and is a pearl in the Mediterranean, clean water, beautiful beaches. And we are making this new development of villas inside the valley that belong completely to this development. We overlook the sea, the sister islands, and is a valley where the weather is beautiful, except for now, which we are in the middle of a stupid storm that we hope pass soon.
Yeah, but you've been in the storm of this rain for a
Yeah,
while.
this year was unbelievable. We had a different weather. I don't know why. It's 1 month that the weather is not normal.
Have you seen weather like this?
Never in Elba this month. October was supposed to be very hot and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And now, this year, we suffer this situation. Probably is a situation similar of what happened in Carriacou, no?
Yes.
1st of July, an hurricane. I don't remember anything like this. So the whole world is affected from this weather, climate changing. I don't know. We see where we reach.
Well, we see where we reach. And just a matter of note, Bologna was flooded, but that,
Also flooded.
But that normally happen or not?
Never. In 1,000 years, the channels inside Bologna never flood like this.
In 1,000 years.
Yes, they are very old.
And for the first time it did.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if it was also a human mistake, because there is a kind of a door regulating the amount of water that go into the channels. Probably somebody left some door open. I have no idea. But anyway, a flood like this with tunnel full of water inside the city.
Wow.
Same thing.
So we are here in the Mediterranean Sea, right? But within the sea there is an archipelago. It is.
Yes, of course, yes. Yes.
What's the name of?
Archipelago Toscano is composed of several little islands, and Elba is a major one. We have Monte Cristo, we have Pianosa, Capraia, Gorgona, Giglio, Giannutri, and then little rocks in the middle of the sea, exactly like around Grenada. Same thing.
Like the Grenadines.
Yeah, like you have the London Bridge in Grenada. I don't know, outside Grenada you have I don't know, all those little stones, right? It's the same, yeah, very similar.
I guess for those who are listening, right, they know very little about this part of the world and Elba itself. But Elba itself, where we are, it is a quarry. But this quarry have
the valley is a valley of granite. It's composed of granite. Is a valley in a mountain completely composed of granite. The granite is a very hard rock used in the past and also now to build everything, columns, I don't know, stones, edges of path, or you can build walls with it. It's a very, very hard. Also, you can make pavements of roads.
Pavement of roads.
Yeah, pavements of roads. Yes.
Because it's a very hard rock.
Very hard rock, almost like the steel. This stone was digged since thousands of years ago in Elba, and we have old houses, but old means old, not few hundred years, sometimes thousands of years. We have ruins of temples in the bush. That means the old area was inhabited since long time, very long time, before the Romans.
Before the Romans.
Before the ancient Romans, yes, way before. And they always dig granite. That's why the location is called Le Caviere. Le Caviere, cave means quarry.
Cave.
Cave means quarry in Italian, like cave, no in English.
Yes.
Cave.
Yes.
Cave, right? In Italian, cava means quarry. So on the old maps, this location is indicated as Le Caviere. That means quarries. And an ancient system of paths, roads, houses is still alive inside the bush. It's still there. If you go inside the bush in the mountain, you can see the old ruins of all this ancient system composed of quarries and agricultural stuff connected with the quarries. I mean, you had a quarry and you had also, I don't know, olive trees to make your oil, and you have your grapes to make your wine, all connected. So it's a double system, agriculture and quarry extraction. And then from here they bring the blocks or the columns and all the stones, and they put on the ships since old time, very old time, and they go all over the Mediterranean. Part of the columns of the Pantheon in Rome are made with the granite that come from here.
That is in the papal, in the Roman, in the middle of Rome.
In the middle of Rome, Pantheon.
Pantheon, yes.
The Pantheon.
It's came from.
The part of the, I think 7 columns
Yes.
come from here.
Wow.
And we are talking about the 2nd century after Christ.
That's a long time. So pretty much this valley have been very much involved in the development of Italy.
No, of Italy. No. This is the valley belonged to my family since 1962, more or less. And in the valley we had an old structure, an old little village built from my father in the 60s and the 70s of the last century. So now the structure was obsolete already, of course, after many years, was old, obsolete. You say obsolete in English?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then I got, after a long ether, very difficult, believe me, because we are close to the park, we are in a place, very protected area, right?
Here's a protected area?
Of course, it's all protected. It's all protected.
Explain that, because we wouldn't know.
It's full of wild animals, full of no neighbors, no houses, all the valley is protected.
Is it like a national park?
Not yet. It's close to the border, to the boundary of the national park.
Okay.
The boundary passes right in the top of our property. And the top is the national park.
Oh,
So it's protected anyway.
right.
So then, in order to re-qualify the territory, together with the public administration, we design a new village, which is a new model of tourism, of integration between the constructions and the outside landscaping and environment, and also a new model of business, very interesting, able to reach a tourism of new generation, high level, and able also to satisfy small and big investors. And actually we have done this. We have done, we have already 60 shareholders that invested, and they are very happy, I think.
Well, I am very happy.
You are also a small shareholder, yes. And the project is destined, as I say before, to a tourism of high level. Are 14 villas designed for very rich people. So the purpose of all this project is to bring less people, very rich, to maintain the environment intact. In Italy we have a beautiful environment around, which is compared to what you have in Grenada, and is really a treasure, something that we have to protect and say. Of course, if we build big hotels with a lot of people, it's going to be destroyed. There is nothing we can avoid. We cannot avoid it. Nothing we can do about that. We cannot avoid to destroy the whole ecosystem if you bring a lot of people. Tourists. It's normal. So the new model is bring less people, more money, defend the environment and all the nature of the valley, and in the meantime give a lot of quality to them, and in the meantime, which is not secondary, train the people, the local people, to deal with this type of tourism. This is not secondary. The future is to train the people that are not used yet to this kind of person, this kind of millionaires that will come, to treat them in a certain way, to be educated in a certain way with them, and to be able to satisfy their needed.
To satisfy
what they need.
Right. So it is working with people.
So is opportunity not only of working, but also to grow, especially for the young people, in a field that they are not used to, in a field of super high level of tourism. Is what we should do in Grenada. It's the same thing. If you want to preserve, you see the mistakes they have done in the other islands of the Caribbean, in a lot of islands. Look, Barbados. Barbados is a city in the middle of the sea and doesn't make any sense. Barbados is completely spoiled from a wild way to build. They took all the territory and they overbuild the whole island. Now you go to Barbados, what you see? Skyscrapers, buildings all over the place. It's not the way you must behave to save your beautiful island, right? But if you bring different people, if you bring and then a next thing, if you bring a low level of tourism in the island, you will have a low level of people. So you will have drug, you will have all a situation of cheap people that look for drug, for marijuana, for all this stuff, right? If you bring rich people and you preserve a certain class and atmosphere in the island, you educate the local people to behave in a different way, first of all. So you have less criminality and easier to control as well. Less people.
Okay, less people.
Of course, easier to control. And you have oasis of
Oasis.
oasis
Yeah.
of high level structure in a beautiful landscaping all around and a beautiful environment. So it will be a paradise. And the money is more, not the same, more. And the people will be happy to come because they see how really is the island. They don't see spoiled stuff with a massive construction, which is not the way the island is. You understand?
Right.
So at the end is a new message, is a future, is an experiment that needed for me a long time to stay here all the time, because the project is extremely difficult, because you must build in an integrated way with the environment. So you have granite stones, you have to keep your workmen to work inside big stones, inside build walls integrated with the nature, build steps with retaining walls to hold the mountain.
Right.
So also an next aspect very important is to preserve the hydrogeologic stability of the mountain. That means that why recently all the mountains fell. As soon as some rain fell, a lot of earth dropped from the mountains, and so why? Because we destroyed the regulation of the water that our grandfather have done in so many years. Our grandfather have built everything, the channels, they slow down the velocity of the water. They regulate the old flux of the water in the surface of the hill, right? Now we repristinate it. So we repristinate the environment, and we create new stability from the mountain. So also we preserve the landscape in this way. Of course, the project is very ambitious because it involved an entire valley, but we are already 95% of the work. So we miss only a little bit. Now it start to be visible. People start to see what really happened here, and everybody is very surprised because they were not expecting something at this level. And also is a great opportunity if somebody want to invest some money in this project. It gives a very good and unexpected income to the investors.
Because I mean, when I come here, when you started and coming back, it's really a beautiful project, and the layout of it, the mountain and the view. And if you go to the top of the hill, you can see Cristo.
Yeah, you can see Monte Cristo. Also other islands. You can see all there.
Monte Cristo and other islands, the view from where you are. The layout is very nice. And as you rightly said, it is built in a way to preserve the area. But the persons who are investing... Now, if somebody say, okay, fine, I want to be a part of this project. Somebody is listening, and I would like to be a part of this, and I would like to invest in that. How do they go about doing that?
Well, they can contact you, and you give them the information, or they contact me. It's not easy. And anyway, the real income is, if you stay at least 3 years, is more than 10%.
More than 10%.
More than 10% real.
You don't get it anywhere in any project.
No. And is protected from the value of what you have behind. It's not something, because you become shareholder of the property. It's not a week that you buy or multi-properties or things like this. Nothing.
But that's very different to how most investment.
Exactly. It's unique. I invented the system. It's unique. It's a company that sells shares, and you become a shareholder, so owner of the walls, of the land. You become owner. So you become owner, and so you are guaranteed. Even if I die, you're guaranteed. Even if I get sick and die, you have your value anyway. In any case.
So the value does not die with you?
No, because it's there. It's already done. It's not something that need to be built. So if I'm not there, nobody know how to continue. This is already done, almost finished. So at this point, the investors are very safe.
And you have a number of investors already.
Yeah, 60 already.
60 already.
Yeah, from all over the world. From the States, from Italy, from the Caribbean, from Africa as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, so I guess in it, and even in today's society, there are a lot of people who are looking for a place to invest, but most people are afraid to put their money.
Well, here you have a double consideration to make. First, the income of the investment. This is one side, pure business. But then you have the emotional side. You become owner of a beautiful property in a beautiful island, which Granada is a beautiful place, but Elba has nothing to be jealous about. It's the same level. We're talking about the same level of place. So, and also, as I say, you become partner in a new model of business that is the future of the business, in the tourism field. We have to stop with the massive constructions in the tourism. They destroy everything.
Yeah, because it's not bringing long-term benefit, because
No.
after a while, when the airplanes stop coming or something
Exactly.
happens, they stop.
You are in the hands of the tour operators. If that year is in fashion to don't go anymore to Grenada but to go to Bali, I don't know. What happened? Everybody empty. All empty. And the people that you hire have no work. With a small structure, you are sure to keep always few rich people in the world. You have a huge basin. But you have in Grenada something like that. What happened in Calvigny?
In Calvini Island, yes.
Yeah, Calvigny Island.
Yeah, that you do. You have Sixth Sense.
Exactly.
They have done the same thing. Very small.
Exactly. They rent for a huge price and they are always full.
Yes.
It's the same concept.
Right.
Except to the fact that this is give opportunity to outside investors as well.
Right. Not only people in the...
Exactly. I stay with the majority part anyway, because they already asked me to stay. So I have always more than 51% of the company to guarantee the people that the business will be run in a certain way. And also, last but not least, we are training local young people, men and women, to behave in a certain way and to be at the level of what we are designing. That means talk with the high class, high level of users. And also, you can also buy a property if you want. In the meantime.
Right. So if you have the money, you can buy one.
You can buy a villa, yes, and you will have an income from this villa.
Oh. Okay, the villa would bring money.
Yeah, the bring is part of the structure, will be part of the resort anyway. So if you go, you go. If you go, and if you don't go, you will have the income of the villa organized from the structure of the hotel part. Let's say.
So the idea is that the young men and women from Elba will be the ones working in this facility.
Yes.
In this facility.
Yes, yes, exactly. The young men get trained and women, they get trained in this, and I already have a nice team that I trained these 5 years, and you have seen them.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are nice people.
Very nice, I must say.
Again, we also, because we own the whole valley, we make our products inside the valley. So we have our oil.
Oh yeah,
We have our oranges. We have our lemons. We have lemons, okay. We have our oranges, which are beautiful. We have myrto.
Milto, what's that?
Myrto. Myrto is a bush, and you make a fantastic liquor.
Okay.
So we have all the products of our land. Again, the land is oriented in a way that is always hot. We don't know the winter.
Oh, you don't see winter here.
No, we don't have the winter. Now we have bad luck because of this storm. But in general, we have a autumn. We have the summer, then we have autumn, and then it start springtime.
Okay. I must say, I went for
We
the
never go below zero.
never go below zero.
No,
Oh, it's like something like Grenada.
no, not hot like Grenada. In the summer, it's more hot than Grenada. Yes,
It must be hot.
it's more hot.
In the summer. Okay. But I must say, for the first time, I see how the process of doing olive oil are made. It's quite a process.
Yeah, you
and,
can.
And that's the cold, they call it what?
Yeah, we have our
cold
own
press.
our own machine. We press the olives. We have not so many trees, but we have anyway almost 300 trees, and we make our limited production for our clients, for our shareholders, investors. We make our products,
I must say it's nice. I mean,
which is unique. You don't find nowhere.
Yeah, I know. The oil tastes very, and I had linguine I had last night with the oil. I mean, it's really, really good. And it's just amazing, though, how you have taken this valley and have created this beautiful product that really, at a high level, you hardly see this kind of creativity.
Well, everybody has seen what I've done in Egmont.
Well, yes.
I have some experience, and I'm a builder anyway. But I build skyscrapers in the cities in Italy. But to build a skyscraper is easier than to do what I'm doing here, believing or not. Because a big site is something automatic, something that grow with your engineers. My engineers are fantastic, are very competent, so they just build
Straightforward.
building is in a conventional way for clients and so. But this is different. To do this, you have to stay. I have to stay here all the time.
But you've been here for a long time.
Of course, I cannot avoid it. I'll be back to Grenada soon.
Yeah, you haven't been to Grenada for a long 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. I need to make.
Your home in Edmond is calling for you. Stefano, when are you coming home?
My sister is holding the situation. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I know, but I really appreciate your sharing, and thank you for being able to come and be a part and to see this. It's really, really nice. And you started this project how many years ago?
6 years.
6 years now.
Yeah, already. Yeah.
Oh, that time went very fast.
Yeah.
Ah, well, that's good. Well, I appreciate your sharing with us. So those of you who want to find a good place to invest, I can tell you that. Here in Lavera? What do you call the
Le Caviere.
Le Caviere.
But we have a beautiful brochure,
You have one. Okay.
interactive.
All right. Is there a website or any way that it
Yeah,
can find
there
it?
is. It's online.
It's online.
It's online, but I have to send you the link.
The link. Okay. All right. Well, I'll help them get that. Those
We
who
have
are
also modeling some girl from Grenada.
Yes.
I don't tell you who.
Okay. All right. So at least you bring a piece of Grenada here.
Exactly.
In Elba.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. Stefano, thank you so much. Stefano Frascari. You are Grenadian too, right?
Yes, I am.
You have your Grenadian passport.
Yeah. I'm Caribbean.
You're Caribbean. But would you say, Stefano, because you traveled the Caribbean for many years, but because of Elba and Grenada is similar, is one of the reasons that you have settled?
Elba is a less spoiled island of the Caribbean. Grenada, sorry. Grenada is not spoiled. That's the reason because I established myself in Grenada. Grenada different. It's like because of the events of the last part of the last century, Grenada was like kept a little bit outside from the massive
Development.
tourism and development, and that was a very good thing for Grenada. It turned to be a good thing. In the beginning, everybody thought, we are emarginated, we are out of the big business and so on.
Yes.
But in the reality, Grenada was very lucky to have this situation because it preserved all the beautiness of the island and also the character of the people, not spoiled from what happened in the other islands.
That's true. I must say, because if say you travel the Caribbean, you would see that many of the development in most of the islands, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and Antigua, even St. Kitts, the development of the mass tourism, and Barbados, as you mentioned.
Exactly.
There you have a very much development that is tourism driven. And I think that in itself is part of the problem. But I appreciate your sharing here, and appreciate you accommodating both my wife and I, who are here, and we have enjoyed the time so far, and looking forward to the rest of the time here. And I think we're going diving today. Is that
I go diving? You don't go diving.
Okay, you heard it. I should stay out of it.
And to shoot some fish.
Yeah. So we could have lunch or dinner?
We see. It depends what I shoot.
If
I shoot.
If you shoot. No, but you always come back with something. I remember the first time I went out with you in Grenada, and you went out way in the deep, and I thought something wrong with you. You went out so deep and stayed so long that I thought something was wrong. But I am happy. So thank you so much for sharing, Stefano.
Pleasure.
I appreciate it. And we need you back in Grenada. And
Yes.
5 years is too long.
We'll be very soon.
Very soon.
Almost finished, yeah.
Yes.
So we'll be very soon.
Very
if
soon.
God spare my life.
All right. Okay. All right. Now I must say,
Pleasing God, as they say in Grenada.
yeah. Please God. Yeah, you will come pleasing God. That's you very Grenadian, right? You. Well, you heard it there from Stefano, and you heard him share. It's very, very good. I'm thankful for the opportunity for us to be able to talk and share it together. I am Stanford Simon, coming to you live out of Elba, and the name of the place, La Caviere.
Le
Caviere.
Caviere.
Caviere. I can't pronounce it.
Exactly. Bravo.
I'm done. I can't, folks. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I do hope that you have a great time as we continue to share both my wife and I here with Stefano. And we're enjoying the time. I'm excited and looking forward to see it. He tell me I cannot go diving with him, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm Stanford Simon, coming to you live out of Italy. And the place is Elba and La Caviere. I can't pronounce it. I'm done with that. Take care, folks. Thank you. God's richest blessings out of Elba.